The Yamaha media event is in full swing, and a couple of bucks have been taken so far. Lucas Cooney from ATV.com has traveled all the way from Canada to hunt for the very first time.
One of the unique aspects of this trip is old Lucas here from Canada has come down to join us, and I mean, this guy can shoot a bow. You know, he practices with some of the best archers out there. I mean, he's wanting to go take and shoot 70 and 80 yards out there, which I didn't want any piece of because I had peeked out the window and watched him shoot real good. But he was really engaged in this trip. He wanted to learn more about deer behavior. He had never had the opportunity to hunt a whitetail. And ironically enough, going into this setup, you know, some big rubs started showing up on one of our sets there, which is what we call the middle field. And it's a food plot that we really work on a lot. You know, we're constantly managing that piece of dirt right there. We're plowing it up. We plant things at different times, but we also have a protein feeder that we keep going in that general area all year long, and we've got our typical Texas timer corn feeder nearby there as well. So we've got an area that's really maintained and managed for whitetail deer, so that there's going to be a lot of them come through here. But what we noticed literally right before his hunt was a couple of giant rubs were showing up right by the stand where one of these deer was probably either walking the creek draw or he was going down that road back and forth through that area. So we were pretty excited when we put, you know, Lucas out in the stand that he was going to be hunting at, that we were going to see something good.
I'd never been hunting before in my life at all for anything, unless it was a total new experience for me. I was a little antsy about it coming in because I just wanted to make sure I was, you know, I've been practicing a lot with my bow, trying to make sure I'm going to make a good shot, and if I had a chance of getting something. And then first day we had a good chance. We sat in the morning, saw a ton of deer. A lot of does, a couple of small, or young I should say, kind of 8 points. And then it was looking more of the same in the afternoon hunt on the first day. Saw the same kind of group of deer, and then real late in the day, towards last light, this monster of a 10-point comes by. Jeff, who was my cameraman at the time, let me know he was a shooter, and then that's when I started to panic and hyperventilate a little bit. Unfortunately, I was lucky. He took a long time to get into any kind of shooting position. He was grouped around a bunch of does at first, so I couldn't take a shot there. Then he was sitting behind a tree for who knows how long. By the time he slowly wandered into position, I was calm enough to pull back and take a shot. It was a mix of kind of euphoria and relief that it was kind of over and that it went well. At least, again, I felt like it went great, and the results proved it. So it was I don't know, it was a great moment. Hey, thank you so much. I was just kind of, I don't know, I was just grateful. I was just grateful that we found him. I was grateful that it went quick, that it was an ethical shot. That's kind of what I was hoping on more than anything. Not having done this before, I didn't want to make a real dumb shot and just have some animal suffer. So we made a good, clean shot, went quick, and I was elated. Like, archery is just my passion. It's the first time getting to use it for a hunting experience, and it's just so bloody exciting.
Mission accomplished right there. That's why we spend all summer long doing what we do and preparing is for that moment and that reaction and seeing somebody that excited about taking a big old whitetail buck.
Congratulations, Lucas. That was another successful entry in the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries.